These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319!
On first down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Allen, he finds Austin complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3.
On play action, Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! White 90!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! White 90!
On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Shepard. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure to feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone!
Going for it on 4th down. Allen, he finds his man. It's Austin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Detroit! Now let's go!
From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, team. It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? Come on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This caught by Royal. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down. Shepard. He finds his target, Royal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
Allen now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Shepard. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. Shepard. Blitz coming And down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Shepard, he's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Shepard. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shepard. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he spins away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go!
A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Allen throwing on second down. Throwing over the the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing now is Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And once more. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gun.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw. Shepard. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw. Shepard. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage on that one? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense. And look what it turned into, a monster play. And now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the I. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Shepard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A nice little juke. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And here's Allen to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Freeman again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Operating from the gun. Shepard. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Looking to throw. Shepard. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Shepard. That is caught at the 7. They'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Shepard. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they try the right side here. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Allen now looking to throw on 2nd down. Out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 3rd down, it's Wagner. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch him now, Barney.
Allen now on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you're a great route runner, It makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
To throw, it's Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Shepard looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 45 the mic,
On first down, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Allen on 1st and 10. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game.
Here we go. White 90.
On first down, Shepard looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is